Good morning from Mumbai's Terminal 1. Today I'm going to be flying to Mopa in North Goa on Akasa Air 737 MAX. This may be my last time flying out of Mumbai's Terminal 1 as this terminal is going to be shut down for good later this year.
Terminal 1 is Mumbai's original airport terminal and has seen multiple upgrades and expansions over the years. With the Navi Mumbai International Airport slated to open later this year, Terminal 1 will be shut down progressively. This is still a few months away, so let's enjoy flying out of this terminal today. As soon as I entered, I was greeted by long queues at the Akasa check-in counters.
So although I have checked in online, Akasa does not have a separate backdrop counter. You need to join the main queue for check-in, which right now is very long. So check-in took about 10 to 15 minutes to complete since there was just one line like I mentioned before. Akasa needs to sort this out. There needs to be a separate backdrop counter for online checked-in customers. But anyway, check-in is done and I have plenty of time, so I'm going to get some coffee now.
Coming back to Terminal 1, this section was earlier called as Terminal 1B and operated some of India's best-known airlines such as Jet Airways and Go Air. Time to head towards security, and you need to use this walkway that leads towards the departure section, which, although refurbished and upgraded, still wears a somewhat old-school charm.
So I'm now sitting at the departure hold of Terminal 1. This is such nostalgia. I've flown out of this terminal for decades. It's a bit sad though that this terminal is going to be shut down, but I guess it's just for the better.
There are no aero bridges at this section of Terminal 1, and once boarding is announced, you need to queue up to board a bus that will take you to your aircraft. Boarding has commenced and I board a bus to take me to my aircraft, which should be parked at a remote bay. We begin our bus ride, one that I have taken on countless occasions in the past. For a Navy geek, this is a great opportunity to spot planes parked at remote corners of this airport. Here you can see the original Mumbai ATC tower that was built somewhere in the 1940s. The bus ride takes you back across the bus boarding gate, the bus arrival gate, and towards our waiting aircraft. Our aircraft was parked near an aero bridge at the erstwhile Terminal 1C. However, for some reason we had to take a bus to board it. Anyway, I'm not complaining as it gave me a ride down memory lane. A quick check of the boarding pass and you go up this Z-shaped ramp that was originally introduced by Indigo.
Hello from seat 2A on board this Akasa Air Boeing 737 MAX 8. Let's do a quick seat review.
The seat pitch on Akasa Air's 737 MAX 8s is around 29 inches, typical for a low-cost carrier these days. There's a seat pocket behind each seat above which is the tray table. Above the tray table is this nice little mobile device holder, quite useful in this era of streaming, and next to it is a USB Type-A port. This aircraft is in a single all-economy configuration. Boarding was completed soon and the boarding ramp was retracted. The crew then conducted a manual safety demonstration as there are no IFE screens on this aircraft.
We will now brief you on the safety features on board this Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle.
We commenced our pushback on time with our sister aircraft parked in the adjacent bay. After a quick wave from the ground crew, we began our taxi towards runway 27. The taxi run takes you past Mumbai's flagship Terminal 2, which you would have seen in quite a few reviews over the years. We took taxiway November 3 instead of the usual November 1 and lined up on the runway. Enjoy our takeoff roll.
So we've just taken off from Mumbai and we had an on-time departure today. Our flying time to Goa is going to be 50 minutes. I've ordered a pre-booked meal on Akasa Air while booking the ticket, and it's going to be served shortly.
The pre-booked meal consisted of a cold chicken kaffrial roll along with a bottle of mango shake. The meal and its presentation look neat. Let's see how it tastes like. The flight was generally smooth and the captain announced our descent into Manohar Parrikar International Airport, Mopa, North Goa. As we descended through the layer of clouds, we encountered a few bouts of moderate turbulence. It cleared soon enough and the lush green landscape of Goa came into view. And a minute later we entered a patch of heavy rain while on final approach to the airport. Mopa Airport has a tabletop runway and you can see the edge of the runway come into view at the last minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Goa, Mopa International Airport. The outside temperature is 34 degrees Celsius. For your safety, please remain seated until the seatbelt signs are switched on. You may now use your mobile phone.
A bunch of aircraft parked at the terminal, including Air India's 787 Dreamliner, which had arrived earlier from London Gatwick. The rain made it to the airport as well, and we had to hold for a few minutes to let a Vistara/Air India and Indigo aircraft depart. We docked next to an Air India A320neo as the rain pelted the tarmac. Transparent aero bridges. I love it. Hope they don't cover them up in ads. The arrival section is simple but warm and welcoming. You need to take an escalator down to the baggage reclaim area.
Welcome to Manohar International Airport, Mopa, North Goa. This is a fantastic terminal. I mean, just the arrivals area is so good. I'm sure the departures area would be even better. Hope you enjoyed my flight today with Akasa Air. See you again on my next flight.